I hope it's been a happy and cool Tuesday for you all. It has been the 18th day of June, meaning tomorrow, 19th, Juneteenth. Of course, a federal holiday. And just a quick reminder, most banks will be closed. The courthouse and county services will be closed tomorrow. Postal service as well will not be open tomorrow in honor of Juneteenth. And a host of other businesses, of course, recognizing the federal holiday. Just a quick reminder. And a bunch of other reminders on a host of other topics tonight. We'll also have McGoffin County Sheriff Bill Meade telling us about a federal drug arrest that began as part of his investigation. And he'll give us some more information, shed some light on some future federal drug-related arrests that are pending per many investigations that the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department has going. We were a few degrees off the mark from where we were yesterday, a few degrees warmer than where we had hoped we would be, but you could tell a bit of a difference out there. We'll take what we can get at this time. An updated forecast that actually shows the 90s hanging around longer than what we thought yesterday. With that said, and as well have coverage in part from last night's Saginaw City Council meeting, and as soon as I can get out of here, I'm off to catch tonight's McGoffin County Fiscal Court meeting, so I have to get this show done in order to make that happen. With that said, first, an important announcement that I have for you, and this was sent to me on Friday or Monday, and I just now realized, but the Lighthouse Shelter, the Lighthouse Homeless Shelter, is having a free food event tomorrow at St. Luke's Catholic Church on Parkway Drive from 11 to 1. McGoffin County's Lighthouse Shelter is having a free Feed the Hungry event. Help get this word out. We have, I actually had arrest citations today. Not that they were for the news, but just in the pile of those that I would pull news items from, of a number of some arrests and some other cases where folks homeless are causing some issues at some local public facilities and the like. So we know that it's an issue and helping reach those folks. And anyone who would just like to have a free good meal, well, be sure to stop by the Catholic Church, St. Luke's, tomorrow, 11 to 1. We wish to thank everyone at the Lighthouse Shelter for their efforts and for keeping us up with all of their events. With that said, we'll go ahead and jump straight to our first top headline this evening. McGoffin County Sheriff Bill Meade sheds a little light on an arrest that happened this past Friday night of a McGoffin County man in a neighboring county, found in Morgan County, per a federal indictment which was released a few weeks ago. Authorities, assisted by the U.S. Marshals Service, found this man in Morgan County, as I told you briefly on last night's program. He gives us a complete rundown, that's what he can, per the investigation, but he also sheds some light on future investigations and future federal arrests. Friday's arrest happening in Morgan County, stemming from the initial drug-related arrest by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department back in February.
McGoffin County Sheriff's Office conducted an investigation stemming from a traffic stop conducted by Deputy Eugene Salyer, where we stopped Daniel Jackson. We recovered approximately 2 ounces of methamphetamine and fentanyl from him. This investigation was adopted into the federal system, and there was a federal indictment handed down on Mr. Jackson for distribution of methamphetamine and fentanyl. Daniel Jackson was located by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Marshal Service last Friday in an adjoining county, and the arrest warrant was served on him at that time, and he was transported to a detention facility where he will be sitting before the federal magistrate on those charges. Well, I can say this: we have made many controlled drug buys. Currently, we've had approximately 30 indictments handed down on drug-related charges. A number of those have been served. On some of them, we're still trying to locate them. The bulk of the controlled buys are yet to be presented to the grand jury. They will be forthcoming. We have several other federal investigations that's active. and we anticipate federal indictments coming in the near future on those investigations. I would tell the people of the county that everything is moving along very well. We still intend to combat the drug problem aggressively, and I would say to anyone out there that's got information on any drug activity, please call the McGoffin County Sheriff's Office. Give us the information. We're not interested in names or anything like that. We just want the information.
A reminder, the McGoffin County Schools Summer Feeding Program is well underway, and as I had our Superintendent of Schools and Food Service Coordinator, Chris Meadows, and Andrew Oliver telling us in person a few days ago, there are some big changes this year. The complete list of times and dates you can find right here in the program in just a few seconds, and you can find Steadfast, I'll say, on their Facebook and web pages and social media accounts. But with that said, 2 days a week, they are delivering enough food for an entire week for all kids of McGoffin County, and meals can be picked up on those days for the entire week at the McGoffin County High School. On Mondays, students get a hot meal and a box of breakfast and lunch items to carry them through Tuesday and through Wednesday. And then on Thursdays, students get another hot meal and a box of breakfast and lunch items for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Mondays and Thursdays, the 2 days they deliver, and that meals are available for pickup at the McGoffin County High School. Remember, they are going to be off the week of the 4th of July, but the schedule for between now and the end of July, with the exception of the holiday week, is as follows. On the school side, meals again available on Mondays and Thursdays at the McGoffin County High School, 11 to 1. The mobile routes they'll be dropping off, they've got 3 vans running. They'll be at Allen Drive 10:30 to 11, Sugar Camp 10 after 11 to 11:40, College Heights 11:55 to 12:25. The other mobile units, one going to Sand Bottom at 10:30 to 11, Half Mountain Park 11:10 to 11:40, and the South McGoffin Fire Department 11:55 to 12:25. And the last going to the Lakefront Church of God 10:30 to 11, North McGoffin Elementary 11:10 to 11:40, and Bloomington Park 11:55 to 12:25. Remember, Mondays and Thursdays. I'll be right back after a message or two.
Hey, Eastern Kentucky, it's time to celebrate the 4th of July with a big bang at Jerry Pelfrey Fireworks in Paintsville. There's over $5 million in stock at our warehouse. Get a 500-gram finale, $199 retail. Jerry Pelfrey price, only $39. All first responders get an additional 25% off. Morning Glory Sparklers, 36 count, retail price $10. Jerry Pelfrey price, only $1. Come shop us in Paintsville or online at jerrypelfreyfireworks.com.
Hillbilly Christmas in July proudly presents outlaw country music's finest, Way Jennings.
I was high as a kite, low as they come, fueled on cocaine pills and rum, when that little lady comes strolling into my life.
With special guest Sam Lowe. Saturday, June 22nd at the Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg. Wade Jennings is the grandson of Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter. Wade has talent running through his veins and storytelling in his soul. Wade Jennings at the MAC, June 22nd.
Hey buddy, how are you?
Sponsored by 321 Auto Sales, Appalachian Wireless, Billy Johnson, Attorney at Law, Pop Chevrolet, Hutch Auto Sales, Community Trust Bank, Oliver Williamson Financial Services, Thacker Memorial, Craig Dameron Furniture, Hometown Convenient Double Quick, AAA Real Estate Services Shirley Blackburn, State Farm Insurance, TJ Hurst, VIP Fuels, Case Bold Communications, People's Bank, Jim Ford, Floyd County Tourism, Creative Comfort Furniture Store, Unisign, and Mountaintop Media. Wade Jennings at the Mac with Sam Lowe, Saturday, June 22nd. Tickets on sale now. Presented by Hillbilly Christmas in July. All proceeds to benefit the Shriners Hospital in Lexington.
Dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Spring isn't the only season here. It's also senior season. It's a season for love, a season for Jesus, and a season to shop local at the Seasonal Shop. With spring colors, styles, and fashions by Charlie Page and Simply Southern, and more of your favorites, new arrivals in bags and totes and jewelry and more. And they've got everything lemon lavender, spa essentials for a little at-home pampering. And from simple to chinoiserie, must-see home decor is at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville. Get ready, because the 21st annual Magoffin County Community Day is coming up Saturday, August 17th in Ramey Park, and tickets, as always, are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free, and those $10 tickets still get you into one of the greatest bluegrass shows anywhere and a chance to win a car. And this year, we've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Larry Sparks, Dave Atkins Band, Turning Ground, Randy Maloney and Friends, Aaron Grace Rudd, Black Powder Express, Eddie Jenkins and the 606 Sound, Terry Miller and Traveler, and your MC, CJ the DJ. Get your tickets now at either location of the Sayersville National Bank. Magoffin County Fiscal Court meets in regular session tonight. I'll have coverage starting tomorrow. The Sayersville City Council met last evening. A portion of that meeting centered around, not surprisingly, discussion on not just the project concerning the massive sewer spill and the line that just basically disintegrated in the ground, causing those issues, but how they're going to pay for the temporary solution and that of the permanent, which altogether will definitely total hundreds of thousands of dollars. On the agenda and covered by the council, a payment of bills for both the city of Sayersville for the Sayersville City Waterworks, the first reading of the budget ordinance for next fiscal year, and discussion of the two bills that are coming. One, an estimated over $200,000 to run a new permanent non-iron or metal 14-inch line to the sewer plant so that the problem doesn't arise again in the future. And also the still unknown amount that will be charged for the emergency services provided by the company who came in and trucked sewage waste for several hours, almost 2 days, continuously to keep sewer flowing here in Sayersville. And then, of course, the same company that made the temporary connection to the sewer plant.
Phone today with the Director of Kentucky Infrastructure Authority, the Chief of Staff at the Department of Local Government, and the new Commissioner, trying to figure out how we can find you some money, additional money to fix that problem you had down there that happened last week. So they were talking about giving you some additional money on this grant that you've already got, but that's going to take too long. By the time we go through environmental and evidentiary materials, that's going to probably be 6 months. So what they thought they might be able to do is get a commitment letter together and send it to the city, and hopefully maybe the city could go to a local bank or a bank, see if you can get a line of credit based on the commitment and go ahead and fix it just as fast as you can, and then when the grant comes through, you can pay off the loan. And they said the interest that accrues on the loan would be eligible for reimbursement. So hopefully the way it would work out that you wouldn't be out any money.
And after some further discussion, the council voted in favor of proceeding with that plan of acquiring a loan, taking the early steps to do so to cover all of the cost after they do receive a letter of commitment to receive funding to make the emergency repairs and the future permanent repair. Before I go on to tonight's calendar, I've got a few things to pass along. Fundraisers from the Royalton Community Council. They have tomorrow evening, 5 to 8. You can eat at your Sayersville Dairy Queen and support the Royalton Community Council because a percentage of proceeds will go to the council to help with all the wonderful things that they are doing for their community and our county and area as a whole. Tomorrow, 5 to 8 at the Sayersville Dairy Queen. This Friday, from 7 to 11, they're going to have karaoke night. That's 7 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock. Karaoke night, a family-friendly event, and I think that's self-explanatory. Absolutely no alcohol at Battlefield Park. It's $5 per car. Just cram them in, come up, and on the stage, they're going to have karaoke night. I hope they have a big crowd. That is this Friday night, starting at 7. They hope to have enough there to last to 11. And if basketball is your thing, this Saturday from 11 till 3, they're going to have a co-ed 3-on-3 basketball tournament, ages 12 and up. 3 players per team plus 1 substitute, half-court game. First place is a cash prize of the amount determined by the number of teams they have sign up. Sign-up fee is just $10 per player, and this will be at the park there at Half Mountain. Saturday, 11 till 3 for a 3-on-3 co-ed, need to stress that, that's important, basketball tournament. Here's some other announcements. We have a couple of anniversaries to begin our calendar tonight, brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. I actually had 2 anniversary wishes called in today. The first from Mrs. Lee Ann Mead, wishing she, as well as of course her loving husband, it says, the happiest of 30th wedding anniversaries today. Lee Ann Mead and our sheriff celebrating 30 years of marriage today. The other was actually phoned in from Bill, just a little later, saying, please wish my lovely wife, Leanne, the most special and happiest of 30th anniversaries. I think we've covered it pretty well. And from there, it's birthday time. And a happy 9th birthday tonight, everyone. Join me to Aiden, Eli Stiltner. Love Mom, love Dad, love Mama, and love Uncle Jesse. The happiest of 9th B-days today to Aiden and Eli Stiltner. Happy birthday to you. From there, it looks like a couple of quick reminders on the calendar. Don't forget tomorrow and Thursday, Commodity Days, the last of the month at the Water Into Wine Food Pantry. The regular Commodity Day tomorrow. Thursday is Senior Commodity Day, both under new summer hours from 8 until 10. This Thursday, it's Commodity Day at your McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. Please, you got some kids home, want to get rid of them, get them out of the house, take them down. Let them get a good little workout and help. And learn about the process. It's a wonderful thing to do. Or you yourself. If you got a little time, please go down and spend it with the McGoffin County Senior Citizens this Thursday. It's going to be a hot one. All the help, as always, but this Thursday even especially, greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. From there, we'll take a look at tonight's obituaries brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. First, a reminder that services start Friday at 1 for 74-year-old Lydia Jo Nichols Fletcher of Sayersville, who passed away Saturday at her home, survived by her companion, Paul Collins, sons Julius Brown, Donald Gibson, and Wallace Gibson, her daughter, Betsy Reisner, brothers Dudley, Abe, Andrew, and Jake Nichols, and her sisters, Rella Gibson and Sylvia Smith, and 11 grandkids and 24 great-grandkids. Again, services Friday at 1 from the Swampton United Baptist Church. Friends can visit the church this evening and all day tomorrow and prior to services on Friday for visitation. Ted Freddie Alexander Harbin, age 85 of Sayersville, passed away Friday. He's survived by his wife, Kathy Hembry Harbin, his sons, Shane and Jamie Harbin, daughters Kim Harbin, Townsley, and Amy Harbin, stepdaughters Elizabeth Solomon and Tina Hembry, his sister Margaret Drummond, 8 grandkids, 8 great-grandkids, and 4 great-great-grandkids. Services 3 o'clock Friday from the Bowen Funeral Home in Alabama. And lastly, services were held earlier today on behalf of Jones and Preston Funeral Home for 84-year-old Johnny Grimm Jr. of Abbott Creek, who passed away on Monday. Again, services held earlier today.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway. Sometimes you just can't wait, and when it's one of those times for an amazing elective ultrasound of baby, call Mommy and Me 4D Imaging, a local studio with years of OB experience. Located in Sagersville and waiting at 496-5423. Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. To you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug. A reminder, tomorrow is Juneteenth, the federal holiday observed by the United States Postal Service, as well as a lot of banking institutions, the McGoffin County Courthouse and services, and a host of others. With that said, I have got to get out the door to catch the McGoffin County Fiscal Court meeting, so let's go straight to another hot one. First, a quick reminder, I meant to mention this earlier, just for those UK fans, tonight's UK baseball game against Florida has been postponed due to the weather till tomorrow morning at 11, just to pass that along. Now, on to your weather. Much like last evening, a few showers, a few thunderstorms out there for just a few people. These moving largely in the somewhat opposite direction, but similar as far as number and size, and a few good shades of red there, as you will see, as a few good showers and storms popping up, and we've got some similar days like that in the forecast, hot and humid and a chance thereof. We did not see 90, almost 98 like we did yesterday. I had 97.3 I think, or something technically. Topped out at 94.8 today. You could actually tell it. Everyone I talked to, including myself, it wasn't quite as hot, but it was still brutal, and it felt like well over 101, 102 a couple of times. Feels like 99 right now at 90 at the 6 o'clock hour. A wind out of the east at 4 miles per hour. The dew point today, 73.6, and humidity just now went up another notch to 58%. If you notice, sunrise and sunset there, by the way, kind of holding steady at around 6:11 and 8:58 because, they continually change by about a minute each from the time that roughly around time changes, first time for the year, and then it starts to slow down because we're getting closer to that longest day of the year already, pretty close, and then they'll start to revert, and we'll see them happening earlier. I'm not looking forward to that pattern, but it's just still the middle of June. Okay, 68 degrees, mostly cloudy tonight. As you saw, good reason for that 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 11, but we'll say probably a little bit perhaps thereafter. Tomorrow, 90, again, expected. Again, that's what I had today, and we topped out at a little over 94. So it's going to be hot again and in the 90s safely, to say. 67 tomorrow night and partly cloudy. No shower storm chances to speak of for your Wednesday. Neither for your for your Thursday or Friday, but temperatures should be back on the upswing. 92 Thursday, mostly sunny. Mid-upper 60s again for nighttime lows. Friday, sunny, 95, similar to what it was yesterday. 68 for the low, sunny, mostly clear. Right now, no mention of showers or storms either of those days all the way through this Friday and Friday night. And when we flip the script here to your weekend, no mention of shower or storm chances either for the first half of your weekend at least. And it's going to be another estimated 95-degree day in the neighborhood on your Saturday. Clear, calm, hot. And we should probably stay officially at 70. One of the hottest days we're going to see right there. Sunny and partly cloudy for your Saturday. Sunday, still practically as hot, 94, 67, mostly sunny. We do see some, as you'll see, some somewhat welcome shower and storm chances come back. You don't see that very often. And yesterday at this time, we were talking about how after Sunday's 94, we were going to start to see the 80s, maybe 88, 89, and we still think we will. That was maybe signaling a trend or a pattern switch. Not so much right now. 89, mostly sunny, a 30% chance of showers Monday. Tuesday, we're going to crank right back up to 90, maybe hit 91 or 92. Sunny, and still about a 20% chance of some showers and storms. So I'm not really sure when the 90s. We'll take a break. Again, fiscal court coverage and other news tomorrow night. Stay cool, everyone, and see you then.